You've probably been told a lot that you should salt away at least a little bit of money for a rainy day, you know, for an emergency. But many people just don't do it. And now a new Bankrate.com study shows nearly 1 in 3 Americans do not have any emergency savings, as in zero, nothing, nada. Certified financial planner Joe Bert joins us now with more on how to make sure you are safe. That is shocking.
It is shocking
to hear. But I have to admit, I'm going to be real honest. Till I got married about 18 years ago,
right. You didn't have
I didn't have anything either.
Right.
And I didn't salt anything away. I didn't have any emergency. My wife taught me the good of doing that.
Right.
And so now we do, and we're protected. But how does this happen?
Well, what's happening is that the wages aren't increasing fast enough, and the cost of living continues to go up. And of course, the need for immediate gratification is still there. So we put off savings, and we do it. What happens, Tom, is we save what's left. The real key is you need to pay yourself first.
So how likely is it that you're going to have this rainy day emergency, unforeseen circumstances?
Well, in the survey you just mentioned, about 50% of Americans had some unforeseen expense. And it's
we're not talking $5-10 either, are we?
No, it's medical expenses, car expenses, the refrigerator conks out, those things that pop up in everyday life. It's going to happen to you.
So how much should we be saving?
Well, they say you should have about 6 months of living expenses set aside for those kinds of emergencies.
Now, when you say living expenses, what do you mean?
I'm talking about the things that you have to pay the extra bills with, because if you lose your job, that's when it really gets tough. But you want to have, a couple $1,000 at least set aside. I know that's very difficult people to do, but the key is you want to set aside in a separate account, not in your checking account, because if in the checking account, you're going to use it.
Admittedly, for a lot of people, that is tough to do.
Exactly.
So what are some strategies to get to that point if you don't have a lot of extra money flowing?
Well, once again, you want to pay yourself first. Don't try to save what's left, because if you try saving what's left, usually there's nothing left. So once again, you want to have money withdrawn from your paycheck, if you can, or regularly from your checking account to go into a separate savings account. Now, it's not going to pay anything today. Unfortunately, savings accounts don't pay anything today, but you got to recognize this isn't an investment. This is to protect you from doing the crazy things like putting it on a credit card or a payday loan, those kinds of things that end up costing you 2 or 3 times what the emergency cost you because of the interest rates.
And bottom line, if it's just a couple bucks here and there, it's more than you had before you started, which is the important thing.
That is the whole key. And what you don't want to do is put it on a credit card, because it ends up, like I said, costing you 2 or 3 times more.
All right, Joe, great advice.
Joe,
Thanks. Good to see you.